And let's go to our brief break from football. Let's go to our World Series preview. That is set to start on Friday down in Texas in Arlington. Rangers, Diamondbacks, both teams down 3-2, going on the road, had to win 2 games. They both did. And just as everybody predicted at the start of the season, we have a Rangers, Diamondbacks World Series.
I'm excited. I mean, Philly, I guess, is somewhat of a big market, but obviously not one of probably like the top 5 to 6 biggest. And Arizona, I mean, they haven't really been relevant since Luis Gonzalez hit the blooper over shortstop Jeter to win the World Series. So I'm excited. It's gonna. Oh wait, Rangers. Jesus Christ, why am I talking the Phillies, guys? I am losing my brain.
Well, I thought you were going somewhere with like the media markets.
No,
and
I'm just like losing my
Philadelphia's
head right now.
Philadelphia's a big one. Arizona is mad. Dallas, Dallas Fort Worth. That's a big
Dallas
media market.
Texas isn't that big
Not
of a baseball market. No. So 2 smallish, I guess, areas of markets. So not something you're used to. I can only imagine the MLB is just pissed.
Oh, and Fox has to be just pissed too.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
I'm gonna root for the Rangers just for this sheer fact they're in the American League.
Sure.
And also, they've been there, they've done that. Their organization hasn't won one ever, I don't think.
Nope.
And it'd be kind of cool to see Bruce Bochy get another one, get a 4th. So I just, but it's not going to bother me who wins. I just think it's kind of cool that it's 2 teams since they added that extra 2 playoff spots that are in. Because Texas was the 5, and if I'm not mistaken, I think the D-backs were the 6.
Sounds right. Yeah.
In the National League. So I think it's kind of cool that the MLB, they're like, hey, let's expand the playoffs, get more teams in there, get a little more buzz going around the league. And look at that, you got a World Series matchup with 2 teams that wouldn't have made it 3 years ago. When I say made it, wouldn't even make the playoffs.
Right.
They both 2 years ago they both lost over 100 games.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's crazy.
And
it's kind of crazy sorry to interrupt here, but for Texas's sake, in June they drafted that kid out of Florida with the 4th pick, and now they're going to the World Series in the same year.
I'm going to Diamondbacks.
Okay.
I'm taking Diamondbacks.
How many games?
6. They're going to win it on the road. I'm only saying that because Texas, I guess, they beat the Rangers 3 times on the road. Or is it 4? Did they win all 4?
The Astros 4 times. 4 times.
The Astros sucked at home all year. They were 3 games under 500. Diamondbacks went on the road and won 3 times, if I'm not mistaken. Phillies were 17 games over 500 at home. So, that's pretty goddamn impressive. I think that's the second best home record in the MLB. But they went in there and they shut them up. And that crowd's ruthless. Some of the worst in the country. So, yeah, I'm going pretty much for that reason. I'll take the Diamondbacks.
Diamondbacks in 6. I will say, I'm going to, this one I've battled back and forth. I've been to both states. They're both wonderful states. But when it comes down to it, I've been to the old Rangers Stadium. I've been outside of the Diamondbacks ballpark, but I've been inside the old Rangers ballpark. And I'm going to go with the Texas Rangers because it's just going to be a trend of the Rangers are going to win the World Series in, I'll say 6 games. I think they just have too much firepower offensively where it's just they just will lean and lean and lean and just never seem to give up. And then eventually you can keep them down for as long as you want, but eventually they're going to come out and just hit the laces off the ball like they did in Game 6 and Game 7. And it's just going to be starting a trend. The Rangers are going to win the World Series. The Cowboys are going to win the Super Bowl. So that's why I'm picking the Rangers to win in 6 games.
Doesn't seem homerish, but it's fine.
Well, Arizona start to celebrate because Dylan predicted the Rangers.
Grant, who did you pick to win?
I didn't make a prediction yet, but like I said, I'll root for the Rangers because then they're in the American League. I'll go Rangers in 7.
Rangers in 7.
Okay.
All right.